What's up, everybody? John Maher from Why We Love Horror here. In the vein of what we've been doing the last few days, just reviewing all the movies I didn't get a chance to get to as I'm redoubling my efforts to put out content here. Yesterday, did Iron Lung. Today, similar vein, another video game adaptation movie. However, I feel that the divide of the audience is totally in the other direction here. I think most people disliked this movie, and we'll get into that. Of course, I'm talking about Christoph Ganz's return to Silent Hill, director of the original Silent Hill, coming back to, we could forget Silent Hill Revelations. I don't know what that was, but we're here for Return to Silent Hill, which is a pretty much straight up adaptation of Silent Hill 2. Now, I do believe it's a lot to ask an audience to be familiar with a game that, while it was remade, I think 2 years ago, it's basically a 25-year-old PlayStation game that I imagine most people have not played. It has a very loyal fan base. Don't get me wrong. Don't come at me, Silent Hill 2 heads. I'm one of you guys. But I don't think it is like an incredibly top echelon popular game that people are continuously coming back to. And he made a movie about it. It's clearly a passion project. Let's start, instead of starting with the good, like we did with Iron Lung, let's start with the bad here for Return to Silent Hill. Like, I don't feel like any real effort was put into it. The CGI, while it's not like Jeepers Creepers, Reborn level bad, it's definitely looking in that direction, because some of it is just like, that's a green screen. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's as if Christoph Gans could only use computer generated effects that were available in 2001 to make this movie, and it shows. The acting is not Oscar caliber. It's fine. It's just fine. I'm happy to say the acting is fine. And while the creature design is nice, like I said, it does kind of suffer from the fact that it looks 2000s CGI, and like the backgrounds look crazily green screen rendered a lot of the time. That being said, this movie, and I guess I'll just toss up spoilers in case I say something spoilery. This movie was made for people that played Silent Hill 2. If you played that game and loved that game, this is the most faithful adaptation of that game you will find. However, if you are not familiar with Silent Hill 2, this movie will feel like it makes no sense, because the game itself is jarringly, like, the cutscenes are jarring. Like, all of a sudden you're doing one thing and then somebody appears. That's how the movie goes. The movie operates just like that. People show up out of nowhere. People disappear out of nowhere. Like, scenery shifts, monsters come out of nowhere. It's for me and for people like me that enjoyed the game. If you're not familiar with the plot, James, and it's told through flashback and what's happening in real time, even though what's happening in real time is left up to interpretation, I guess, when you're playing the game and in the movie. James has lost his wife. And we see in flashback that he met her in Silent Hill. They had a relationship in Silent Hill. She was the daughter of one of the founders of Silent Hill, and there's like a cult, and that led to her getting sick and dying. He returns. He has a psychiatrist who's like, don't fucking do it, James. Don't do it. You're not gonna like it. He ignores her, goes back to the town, and has what I guess you could be interpreted as a psychotic break. Basically, is the whole movie is just one gigantic psychotic break for him, and he meets characters that represent different parts of his wife's personality at different times in her lives. He confronts monsters that are dealing with his grief and his guilt and his loss. And I only know this because I know this. I think if you're watching the movie, you would not know this. But yeah, and it all culminates in the weird choice. It culminates in like one of the beautiful but negative endings of the video game, where James decides to end his own life because of his guilt over his role in his wife's death, seeing as she had a terminal illness, and he euthanizes her. And then he realizes that finally he lifts his psychological block, and he realizes that he decides to join her in death. Not one of the positive endings of the game, not a good note to end on, but I guess it is in a way romantic. I don't know. But again, I can't stress enough, if you did not play the video game, you are going to hate this movie. Let's get to the ratings. I fully recognize that I did play the game, so I understood everything that was going on. So on that level, I appreciated that Christoph Gans would do this for us and for himself. So while I can't sit here and praise this as an excellent movie, I'm going to be selfish and give this a barely passing grade of 3 stars. I enjoyed it for what it was. I am in the violent minority in this. I understand. Don't come at me. I understand. I didn't give it 5 stars. I understand that technically this is an eyesore, but I appreciate the effort put into it. That being said, if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror, and check out our Letterboxd challenge here. You can watch movies along with us all year, watch your own movies, make your own list, interact with us here and on the Facebook and on Letterboxd. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm JWMaher. This has been Why We Love Horror. Stay tuned for more reviews coming up this week.